We can go back now to our top story on the French elections. We can bring back Remi Piet, a research associate with the European Union Centre at Florida International University. We have that connection back. Thanks, Remi. As we were talking, just kind of explain to us what challenges Macron will now face in implementing his policies, and also what this result means for the likes of the Republican and the Socialist parties, given, you know, obviously they're very, very low kind of votes in the preliminary results.
Well, Macron now has a very large majority in Parliament, and it's going to be very necessary for him to be able to find the right resources and competencies among the newly electing congressmen that sometimes do not have the political experience to vote new laws. The opposition is going to face is mostly also in the streets with the workers' union that have been radical about saying that they will not let Macron reform the labor market. But the traditional parties in this, as you were saying, the Socialist Party and the Republican Party, will need to be able to go back to their basis and trying to find a new ideological basis or a new strategy to reaffirm a position in a parliament that is now very weak. I mean, the Socialist Party has below 50 congressmen. The Republicans have only a little more than 100 compared to the 355 that Macron is having with his allies. So the main opposition is not going to be in the parliament in the short term. It's going to be much more into the capacity to work with workers' unions, that the country is not paralyzed while Macron implements his very ambitious strategy to reform the labor market.
What do these results mean for France's position on the international stage? And obviously we're looking ahead to Brexit.
Well, clearly we have now in France a president and a clear majority that is very pro-European Union. Among the different political leaders that were facing Macron in the presidential elections, he was the most pro-European by far. So it's a clear mandate for Macron and his political party to reaffirm the will of the French population and French companies to be inside the European Union framework and have a more ambitious European voice on the international arena. And we see this already with Macron position towards the Paris Accord, his capacity to stand up to Putin, to stand up to Trump, and his capacity to then implement inside France a series of ambitious reforms that will allow the growth to come back inside the country and the unemployment to be reduced, which already has been the case for the last several months.
We'll leave it there. Thanks. That's Remi Piet, a research associate with the European Union Centre at Florida International University, live from Miami.